Calling you a radical, so the last place team bounces off the fucking bottom. A lot of heart, these players. A lot of heart. So I wouldn't have believed it, but I'm telling you, Blaze Threatt's going to play at the net. Well, my advice to him: Dylan Jones versus Jerry Carty. I'm pissed at Dylan, by the way, and I supported him so radically and so incredibly. He shows up, everybody that supported him. I remember Brad Mortensen telling me last year when he's seen him, God, that Jones kid's pretty good. And that's who he hangs out, high fives, hugging with all these muckbugs. Didn't even support him when he was here. So all the kids are lined up. He's at the game. He bolts. I guess he had to get back to bed, Salt Lake, so he could, sit on the bench. I hope you went and paid your fucking $300 to go see him sit on the fucking bench. Jerry Carty versus Dylan Jones. We're going to talk Blaze Threatt. Blaze Threatt, his path, his story blows my mind. Really blows my mind. So you're Dylan Jones playing in the NBA. So what if you're making a whole bunch of fucking money? Whoopee. A lot of fucking people I made a lot of money in my life fucking so same too. Who gives a fuck? Don't you want to play? Got to get frustrated. Hopefully they trade him. And everybody says, oh, that fucking Thunder team's the greatest team in history, fucking blah, blah, blah. Okay, all right. Till they fucking win a championship, don't tell me. We'll see. We'll see how that fucking plays out in the league. Damian Lillard. What'd he ever win? Made a lot of fucking money, and I don't get me wrong, I love Dylan Jones and Damian Lillard. Big supporter there. Of course, they don't support me. Whatever. So, get to this fucking, these guys fight and bounce off the fucking bottom was so impressive. I've known Alex too since the day he got here. I love that guy. Love him. What a great game he had. What a fucking tough fight that was. And, they pulled it off. They were down by 11. Looked like they were going down the tank. Couldn't throw it in the fucking ocean. I mean, rock throwing, well, it wasn't even rock. It was just an ugly fucking game. Looked like a football game. I told Brent, I says, sitting on the front row there, came to a basketball game and a hockey game broke out. That's Big Sky basketball. That Portland State team's talented as hell. Alex did a great job on the big guy. Fuck, he's tough to deal with from Portland. A bunch of seniors that are good. And they fought. But Blaze Threatt, fuck. Are you kidding me? So this young man comes and sits with me. He says, this is the third person that's told me this is. Because I sit on the front row and everybody's giving up their season tickets. All the old schools are like, we're gone. So people come up to the window and they end up sitting by me. Third one this year. He's like, Purdue guy. Working for the Nuclear Beast out here at Hillfield. New as shit on basketball. He says, oh my God, this arena is incredible. Oh, and I says, you think? Yeah. I told him the history of it. He said, wow. And he said the same thing the other one said to me. This other young man came to me and he was sitting by me. He says, I'm traveling all over the country going to venues, basketball venues. Decided to take on the big sky. He says, I've been on well over 100. He says, I walked in here and I couldn't believe it. He says, this is the nicest one I've been in yet. I mean, what a venue. The people that run it, they don't give a fuck. People that fucking it's so disgraceful to the people that put this together, the architects, the incredible philanthropists, the craftsmen, everybody fucking. The people that run it. We've gone from a Bugatti to a bunch of Pintos running it. So anyway, Blaze, I think it was his best game. I told him that. So I met Blaze the first day he got here. I was on the bus going over to the hospital to have a procedure, and I had just coming out of, open heart surgery for the second. I have AML leukemia connected to the hip there, born and raised here. Everybody knows me from, back when football, basketball. Somebody's got to pick up the slack. You need a fucking sports writer here, fucking publish. So, somebody's got to promote these student fucking athletes because the school sure fucking going to do it. And he comes up to me. He's on the bus. So there, and he says, oh, yeah. And he says, hey, you going to come to practice? We're having a scrimmage, referees and everything. And I'm like, this year he got here, and I'm like, I'm not invited. I was always invited to Randy Ray's. Randy Ray used to beg me to come to practice, pick my brain. Like I said, I couldn't stand fucking around. But this game, like I told Brent, this game last night was a Randy Ray special. Randy Ray used to love these games like this, ugly physical nightmares. He wanted to win every game 62-61. Randy Ray used to call it slugging rats. This game was a slugging rats game. It was ugly, ugly basketball since the first half. Even Blaise fucking. But, so I meet him, and I says, well, you're the transfer, huh? Are you Blaise? Threatt? Siddell's son? Because I knew that he came here. Yeah, that's me. And he came up to me, and he's like, he says, how the hell did a guy like you go to a junior college at Mesa? And he told me the whole story. We sit and visited. He says, I got hurt in college, whatever. And he says, the whole thing. He says, basketball, the whole thing. He says, I was done. I just quit. I was depressed, gained a bunch of weight, the injury, all of it. I was just depressed. And I want to say this too before I keep going. To Miguel Tomley, who had to leave the team for a serious, serious illness. I'm a cancer survivor, open heart tertiary, and from what I understand, his illness is some serious hardcore shit. We're all thinking of you. I sure am. And I know Kev and the other hardcores that I hang around with are all thinking of you. We're all praying for you, and we're thinking about you, and, we miss you, and we'll support you any way we can, with thoughts, with prayers, with whatever. So, but anyway, Blaise, this is quite a story on mental awareness, mental health, all of it. He says, I was depressed and he was going to shit. And he says, it was a friend. A friend came to me. And he says, why don't you just go here to Mesa, the community college? And he says, he kept talking to me, and he says, it was a friend that talked me into it. Let's go walk on over there. And he did. He played over there for a couple of years, and why'd you come here? I says, I bet you I know why you came here. And he says, what do you think? I said, Damian Lillard. Oh, yeah. Well, he had some other reasons too, but I wouldn't have believed it. So I watched him play. That's the first time I saw him playing there. And he invites me in. And I says, well, I'm not just going to go watch practice. I know they're kept closed practice. So I went and asked Eric if I could come in. And don't get me wrong, I like Eric a lot as a person. He's a fantastic person. But I can't stand his coaching style. And whatever. That doesn't, and nothing personal. And this is a coaching freaking thing. I've been here forever. From day one. And I go all the way back. And so, of course, the disrespect they have for me around here is over the fucking top. But anyway, I go and Eric says, yeah, come on in. Dutch is there. I go way back. My dad and Dutch were really good friends growing up. Love that guy. One of the other coaches comes up and gets in my face. You can't be in here like that. I says, hey, whoa, back off, dude. Don't get in my face like that. Who are you to talk to me like that? You can talk to me logically. Don't you dare get. And that's how they coach. He got in my face. Well, I gave that fucker an earful. Don't ever fuck with me like that. I don't know what kind of disrespect, but that's what this fucking place is. Disrespect. They have none for us old fans. They have none for the building. They have none for the fucking ecology. None for the fucking university. Don't go see the Dalai Lama. It's pitiful. The disrespect for this building, for this palace, for the alumni, for the fucking, I saved their fucking school business. So anyway, I told him, no, I got permission, but and he, well, yeah, I got in his face. Said, don't ever talk to me like that again. You understand me? Don't ever fucking talk to me like that again. He's lucky I wasn't younger. And even then, the kinder, gentler Blanch. In the old days, which would have been perfectly kosher around here, it wouldn't have ended well for him. Which, it's a different town. This is Ogden, fucking Utah. Don't kid yourself. This town is tough as fuck. Do not kid yourself. Always has been, fucking, always will be. It's like the fucking basketball teams here, the Big Sky. Fucking. So I watched Blaise, and he looked pretty good, Oh, team, this was last year. Of course, it was Dylan Jones, and he was starting to get so arrogant about himself. Not to me, because I known him from day one, He was down to earth with me. But you could see him starting to get full of himself. I watched it happen. Well, you take a fucking 21-year-old, 22, and you give them millions of fucking dollars. They're only human. And I love Dylan, don't get me wrong. But sure pissed me off the other night. He can't take 5 minutes, come say hi to everybody that supported him, fucking, promoted him, did everything, whatever. So, anyway, I watched Blaze play last year. He was okay. He was pretty good. You could see him getting a little bit better and better, and you saw the potential. So, Dylan goes, and I says, we'll see what this team's got this year without Dylan Jones. Of course, they lost with Dylan Jones. He's like Willard. He never got to play in the NCAA tournament. Is what it is. Coaches. These guys have full of talent. So I watched him evolve. I watched him just get better and better and better. I watched him to the point now that he completely dominates and take over. He's the guy. I wouldn't have believed it a year ago, but earlier this year I started to tell guys, you know what? This guy is starting to, this is early in the season. I says, BLAISE Threatt's starting to turn into a fucking NBA caliber player. Fuck, look at him when he goes to the fucking rim. He's that high above the rim. The way he changed speed and he's developed a shot. So I told him here recently, I says, your resume is going through the roof. You do know that. I think he's the leading scorer in the Big Sky right now. That's saying a lot. There's a lot of great talent in this league. The lefty at Idaho State's fantastic player. How the hell Washington let him get away? Some with McLaughlin, Northern Arizona, because they double, triple team him like they do Blaze. Outstanding talent in this fucking league. They don't get a lot of exposure, so I try to help out. I'm stuck here. I just came from the hospital. Had to have some fucking tests done on my fucking blood pressure and my heart today. Constantly. I was given 2 months to live in 2011. I've had open heart surgery twice. My heart ripped out. I have a pacemaker. I have AML de novo leukemia, given 2 months to fucking live. I'd be in Vienna. And so, born and raised here. Been here the whole time. So I watched him. So I told Blaze, fuck. That game with Blaze 3 and McLaughlin was epic. It's my top 5. And I watched Jason Kidd get upset. Here's about coaching. You think that Cal team, when Jason Kidd was here, when Wisconsin and Green Bay upset them, you think they had more talent? Oh, they got outcoached. Jimmy Valvani, when he cut down the fucking nets in here, beat the number 1 team in the country, loaded Ralph Sampson and crew. You think that fucking 1983 fucking North Carolina State team had the most? Not even fucking close. It's always been about coaching. Basketball's not about fucking talent. It's always been about coaching. Always, especially at this level. Always. I watched him just dominate and take over games. Now, he'll kick it like, doink, doink. And I know they have shooters. And by the way, the 2 guards, Bartiani, he's excellent. Great shooter. The freshman, Henning, his chest, he's fantastic fucking player. And you know what I think on him and the lefty, the 2 guards in the Big Sky. Well, there's a Big Sky coach who's got all kinds of money, who I know really well, Danny. Washington, with all the money, asked Great Escobar. I think he's going to pluck them both off. Sure, Henning's fucking outstanding, fucking confident. Kid can fly, and he's a hell of a guard. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens around here. But Blaze, I told him recently, I said, Blaze, the only thing you don't have on your resume this year, because, he's so consistent, so solid, so good. He breaks out slow like a great racehorse every game, and he just kind of does his thing like that. And then he comes at the wire, boy, like a great racehorse does. That's what winners do. They come at the wire and they finish. Oh, does he finish? Fuck, what did he have? He have 18, 19, 20 in the second half, which he does all the time. Everybody in the fucking arena knows he's unstoppable. He's unstoppable. They're down late. They're not going to win that fucking game. He completely just takes that fucking game over. And Alex with that great fucking assist, too. He just took the fucking game completely fucking over like no one I've ever seen. It was fucking so cool to watch it. He just took the entire fucking game over. It was get the rebound coast to, unbelievable. So we all know the toughest fucking shot in basketball. Anybody's played, anybody's coached, we know that mid-range fucking stop fucking jumper is the toughest fucking shot in basketball. Way tougher than three. Way tougher than at the fucking rim. So I'm yelling, call timeout, Duff, call timeout, call timeout. When they got, it was Blaze to put them back in the game. Boom, 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 to the point. They're going to have a chance to win it with, 10, 12 seconds on the clock. He works it all the way down to 1 second. And he sees they've packed that fucking lane. And he stops. That's a tough fucking shot at the buzzer. And he fucking drains it. I'm like, I talked to him after. I had him sign my program. I says, here a while back, I says, the one thing you don't have on your resume is a buzzer beater. Oh, he got one now. He's a human highlight. He's that fucking good. I think he's better than, I don't know, better versatility, but all around, but a pure point guard. I mean, I'll take him over Dylan Jones. I mean, Dylan Jones is the versatile player that can play all positions. He can rebound. He's strong at the fucking rim, but Dylan's not getting a chance, is he? There's so much luck involved with the NBA. He goes in the first round, traded, but he's to a team that if it ain't broke, don't fit. So everybody's around here. You're going to the game. Why would I go down to fucking that scumbag fucking Jazz? Who, by the way, the two scouts both owe me a stake at the Timbermine. They told me Blaze wouldn't go, Dylan wouldn't go to the fucking late second round. None of those fucking losers ever paid me. This is he's a first rounder. Run down the fucking, watch this sorry ass fucking, I had season tickets still fucking into the season. I watched fucking Blaze's dad play so much. Blaze's fucking dad was so fucking good. And I love what Blaze says about his old man. I says, old man, no, he keeps his distance. He's always kept his distance and just do whatever you're going to do. I says, well, that's good. That's really good. I sure he's very fucking, but he plays like him. He plays a lot like his fucking dad. His dad was one great fucking player. So he's got the pedigree. He's got the fucking resume now. And that's what great players do. I mean, at the wire. He's coming down to the wire in his college fucking career, playing his best basketball. That's what it's supposed to be. He plays his best basketball at the fucking wire. That's what winners do. That's what winners do. I mean, that's what you want. So the great Jerry Carter, who's the greatest player who ever fucking played here. Him and Dylan. But Jerry, it's Jerry Carter. Fucking no doubt. That dude, talk about unstoppable. That's the most unstoppable player in the history of this fucking building. So he's playing in Europe. Making gods of money. He's a fucking superstar over there. And you see how happy he is? Oh, fuck. Are you kidding? A guard that shoots 62%. Those crowds are going crazy. He's playing in one of the richest countries in the world. Fucking with the passionate fans. The brand of basketball is expanding all over the world so dramatic. There's multiple players on this team that'll play. Both those bigs are going to play in the fucking next level. Because they're hard to come by. This team is much better than fucking their record. Well, it comes down to coaching, doesn't it? So, but he took fucking things into his own hands. These players took things. By the way, Nigel fucking all over the fucking floor. They got talent. They always have talent. This coach has been 19. But it's not about winning here, is it? Nope, hasn't been since fucking Ronna Baglin left. Well, since Craven's had Ronna Baglin's team. By the way, Craven's team with Pat Dantley and the great Jeremy Boyette, that was a Baglin's fucking team that ran the table. As soon as he got his own guys, they took last place. This team's not in last place. They bounced out of it. They says, fuck you, we're not going down this way. Good for them, man. Fuck, I was very impressed by every one of them. Really impressed. It showed a lot of heart, a lot of dig. They could have fucking melded in, and everybody thought they'd melded in, including me. I thought they'd meld in. Oh, they didn't fucking meld in. But it just shows you. So this summer, I'd see Blaze, I saw him up at the fucking library, and he's like, fuck, I was here for one Sunday morning doing it. It's early in the morning. There he comes running across. And I says, up the library, what the fuck? Got to study, man. Got to do that. And I saw the whole change in him. He was like night and day in the off season. After Dylan was gone. I saw it change. I saw him, and I told him, I says, he's all in. He's all in. Exactly like Damian Lillard was. Talk about all fucking in. Oh, boy. All fucking in. Dylan Jones. Oh, talk about all in. After the agents fucking because it was Damian Lillard that got Dylan into the combine. After the combine, they told him, this is, if you can go from second round to first round, you're going to be this. Oh, well, his incentive, you think? Many, many millions incentive. Blaze, I don't know if that was money was the incentive or anything. I think I honestly, talking to him, I think it's just proving to himself who he is. Oh boy, has he proved it. I put him right in the fucking top 10 as one of the greatest players that ever fucking played here. And it's all been this year. It's fucking unbelievable. What a fucking game. Every game. Arky's right. Arky's a gem. We love fucking Carl Arky's awesome. And that's what he says. And he knows his shit, man. He's been around for a long time. He really knows his shit. Now, this guy's the Big Sky fucking MVP. This is one of the best players I've ever fucking... And remember, this is Arky who fucking named Damian Lillard the Great Dame. He says, no, this guy's the shit. He's way up above the rim. He's fucking switching the speeds. Fuck. He's got it all. He's got it all. And I really think he's going to be one of those surprise guys that shows up in the NBA draft. Now, my advice to him, if you get the big offer in Europe or you get I wouldn't take the NBA supplement draft. Jeremy Sieglin and Joe Ballenboy did it. Fucking waste a year or 2 year life. And then they went to Europe and fucking had their great careers in fucking Europe. Just fuck, go over there. The NBA is not a fucking sports league anyway. The NBA is a sports merchandising company. This is still a fucking league. I mean, this is the beauty of Big Sky. Fuck your NIL money. This is the Big Sky that will take players that nobody wanted. People like BLAISE Threatt's fucking path. Like Rashid Shaheed. One fucking offer in the country to play football. One. Nobody wanted him. Teron Johnson. Nobody wanted him. Fucking Opeta. Nobody wanted him. Nobody wanted Jonah. These guys are all playing the NBA. That's the beauty of this. Let them have their NIL fucking bling bling fucking, Cam Rising fuckers. Let them run down to the University of Utah and pay their fucking $300. Just because these assholes run the arena and they have no fucking respect, fuck them. This ain't their fucking arena. It was here. I was here when they fucking got here. I'll be here when they fucking leave. I'm telling you, this guy is a superstar being born right in front of your fucking eyes. I told him after the game, walked up to him, he's signing stuff for the kids. Like Dylan used to. Dylan ditched us all. I guess he had to get back. I get that, Sit on the fucking bench. Coach Daniels is here. I talked to him. I always liked that guy. He's up at... So, by the way, I see that IU, our linebacker coach, bolted. Everybody's bolting out of here like fucking refugees out of fucking Fukushima. The nuclear house. That kid was so thrilled about it. He said, he's just a Purdue guy. He went to school with Zach. College. Knows his shit. This kid was so sophisticated. Great fucking fan. He says, oh, I'm coming back. Fucking awesome. This fucking see college basketball in this fucking building. That fucking game was awesome. Yeah, I mean, that's the third person that's told me to come and sit by me this year. We had, great conversations. The old school, some of the great old school fans. Oh, they're still here. They'll be here right to the fucking end because it's the Purple Palace. It's Weber State basketball. Fuck your NIL money. Fucking people come here and they stay here. You ever been to South Ogden, Utah? You ever been here? You ever been in that fucking arena? You ever been on the campus of Weber State University? Talk about beautiful. Talk about grand. Fucking. Oh boy. Oh boy. They come here, they fall in love with it. Ask Damian Lillard. Fucking, he always gives back. Damian Lillard's a god here, rightfully so. Damian Lillard gives back to this fucking community big time. But I don't know. I'm not a fan of what he's done with his fucking money. Don't piss me off. But whatever. He's bling bling. I get it. He's fucking. Well, I got news. I made millions of dollars a year in my life too. When I was young too. The nuclear biologist with a Hawking trial in my hand. The things I did, the number one school business in the country, and they blackballed me. Kevin Blanch, the new Fawn McKay Brody. But I really think, and me and Arky was talking about this. Well, Arky talks about it on the radio all the time. And I want to say this too. Miguel Tomley, we're rooting for you, man, and anything any of us can do for you. Stephen Van Plankton signed in Spain now. Fuck, we love that guy. Fuck, he's awesome. Fucking what a great person. He stays in contact with everybody. So, you know, all these players, these people in Europe, don't forget where you came from. Don't forget the people that fucking were on your side from the beginning. Rashid Shaheed. Don't forget us. You know, you think it's all about the fucking money? Well, I think Blaze's story is very fucking powerful, powerful, powerful. So you think it's just go and get an NIL check and making all the fucking money? No. That's what this league will always be great. We have this building that the D family built, this fucking $1 billion masterpiece. It was given to us by them. They built the $1.2 billion hospital across the street. If you need money, they'll give it to you. As far as play, but this is going to be and always will be. You think Rashid Shaheed, Teron Johnson would have fucking left Jay Hill if some fucking NIL went to the university and said, hey, here's $1 million? They wouldn't have. It's not just about the money, it's the experience. And I look at Blaze Threatt's fucking path and experience, so impressive. He's such an impressive fucking young man. Really impressive. And he's went through adversity. He's went through fucking struggles. He's had fucking tough times. Fuck. His story fucking is unbelievable. We've had a bunch of players with incredible. Dyson Kohler, fuck his path. How the fuck's he even alive? You know, he broke his wrist again, but he'll play professional basketball. You know, so give us your beat up. Give us your fucking players that nobody else wants. Give them to us here in the big side. We'll take them. We'll take them. And we'll watch them grow into fucking incredible fucking men. Not just in basketball, in their endeavors, in their fucking past. I used to say in my class, you're here for a piece of paper? Just remember, I taught at the #1 school of business in the United States, who's under investigation for selling safe secrets to China now, which I fought it for 20 years. And Bootlicker Brad wouldn't stick up for me. None of them would stick up for me. The new Fawn McKay Brody. The new Watt Masaka. Look up him. The new Trevon Smith. Give us your players nobody wants. We'll take them. You know, run along. Fucking. You know, and I understand the football players that went to New Mexico, all of them. Fuck Abraham Williams, he's a fucking gonna play in the NBA. Burt Butler came up to me the other day. I love that guy. What a player. Kevin, this is a while back. Hey, he says everybody in the big sky knows you, and then you get it right, you're all over. Blah, blah. That's who watches. He says it's amazing. None of these guys that you always support, they don't support you one iota, do they? I says no, they fucking don't give a fuck. Whoa. I says they take the high road. It's not all about fucking money. Dylan Jones sitting on the fucking bench making his millions. Jarek Harding playing every minute of every game, superstar. Probably not making as much money. So, I already told this to Blaze. You know, I'm sure he'll get plenty of good advice from his father. That if they offer you the G League or the Sub-Mountain League, I wouldn't take it. I wouldn't take it. You know, I would take the fucking deal in Europe. I mean, the quality of life's so high over there anyway. You know, Jarek knew that. Jarek was smart as fuck. Jarek Harding was intelligent. Now, he could have scored 50 any time he wanted, but it was Randy Ray. Slugging rats. Oh, fuck. By the way, Randy Ray as a person is one of my favorite people of all time. I love that guy as a person. He always stuck up for me when I had cancer. Fuck whatever. He's always fucking hanging. You know, I helped him out as much as I could. You know, but these guys here, fuck. The culture that's evolved at Weaver State, it's not the family anymore. Not over there at fucking school when it used to be so great. You know, even Carl Porter's going to retire. He says the same thing I say. He came to me, Carl says, God, Kevin, you were bitching about blackballing, taking over the school business. And he says, I didn't even know. I found one of your videos, and there's all your links. I says, yeah, Lee, that's under investigation for fucking cell T, is still on the payroll. And I fucking went to Bootlicker Brad. And I tried to fucking get him fucking. They made all kinds of promises to me. They screwed me out of so much fucking money, including I had over $1 million in fucking in the stock market. Well, when I got cancer, they could have covered. They didn't cover shit for me. They fucking Fawn McKay Brody me. They Watt Masaka me. Who's that? Just 2 national championships at Weaver State. Both, all of us born and raised in Ogden. They tried to Trevon Smith me. All Utahns. So we'll see what happens. You know, they got a few games to go and then the tournament, but watching Blaze has been fucking worth the price of admission, I'll tell you that. Then some. Well, it always is. It's Big Sky basketball. It's fucking epic. So is Big Sky football. It's the best Cooper Cup secret in the fucking country. So, seeing a superstar be born, he's all over it. You know, the incredible Steve Klauke, who was my favorite fucking of them all. My favorite person ever involved with Weber State fucking ever was Steve. He was always so nice to me and so intelligent, so dynamic, so well. He was killed tragically in a fucking car accident, hitting the fucking crosswalk. It's horrible. I mean, but Carl came out of retirement, picked it up, and he's awesome. You know, so I told his wife yesterday, I says, you know, it's Carl who named Damian Lillard the Great Dame. Yeah. And he's got an eye for talent. Oh, boy. He says just what I say about Blaze. That was so impressive yesterday. Fucking incredible impressive. So a superstar being born. We'll keep on it. That's the best team. Sack fucking texted me during the game, you know, the 68-69, that great team. I just got to tell you, Kev, I'm looking at this. Is this really the worst team in the history of the school? I says, worst team with the best players. You know, ain't about players all the time. It's a culture. This culture's all fucked up. We'll see if we can't fix that. Stay tuned.